Hey, welcome to today's video in the series Drone Editing with Petermann. In today's episode, I want to talk with you about how to use large files, say from a 2.7K or a 4K recording on a computer that might not be the latest and greatest hardware. The solution for that is called Proxy Workflow, where you use smaller versions of the video, like a low resolution version of the video while editing, and then when rendering, replace that low resolution video with the actual full resolution video. Now, most professional editing tools have this workflow built in. I'm going to show you right now here how to do this with Adobe Premiere. If you use any other tool, if you use, say, Resolve, or if you use Final Cut, I'm going to link tutorials for those down below in the comments. If you use any other tool, I'm sorry, I probably don't have a tutorial for that, but if you have a tutorial or find a good tutorial for that, why don't you just comment? Alright, so let's jump into actually how to start a project with the Proxy Workflow. Now, one thing, you can later go in the settings of Premiere and also enable it there, and you can attach proxy files that you've already made. But for now, we're going to start with a fresh project, having the proxies automatically created, and then look at the other stuff later. So you click on New Project as you're used to, and as you can see, I have a slow machine. You go from the Generals tab, which you have your usual settings, you go to the ingest settings. You enable ingest settings, and then you can choose here from copy, transcode, create proxies, and copy and create proxies. What I use is create proxies. If you have a workflow in which you always make copies of the source material for every project, you might want to choose copy and create proxies, but we're going with create proxies for now. So there's a few. Why did that? Because it's extremely slow when I'm recording. Alright, now create proxies is selected, which gives me a few options here. Like I can pick an ingest preset. It offers me different resolutions. This one is 1024 by 540, which does not have the same size like, say, the 2.7K, but goes well with the 4K image. At least that's what it says in the summary down here. I'm usually going with the 720p setting, so 1280 by 720, and I picked the GoPro Cineform because that's hardware accelerated, whereas the H264 for some reason is not. It might be on your computer, just pick the format that's the best for you. You can create your own ones by add ingest preset. Not create your own one. If you have an ingest preset as a file somewhere, you can load it from there. I don't know where you get them, but let's just stick with the defaults. Proxy destination by default is the same as the project. Personally, I have a proxy folder, which is on my external SSD in proxies, but really this is up to your settings. I wouldn't not recommend, but I wouldn't recommend doing this either. It really depends on what you prefer. Alright, I click OK. Alright, so Premiere has opened the new project. As you saw, I've already set the ingest to proxy. You can also go to the file project settings, ingest settings, and you can enable it there. That is, if you didn't do it right at the start. You can change the settings here. If you want to do that for a project that you've already started, just use that menus. So now, usually what you would do is drag your videos in here. I'm now going to pick a video from a flight I've recently done. Let's just grab this one. I'm not sure which one that is. I'll drag it into the project, and that will import the file and then start the media encoder, and the media encoder is then going to basically re-encode this file to the smaller resolution file. Put that one wherever you've set the proxies to be put to, and once this is done, I'm going to show you how you can see that a media has a proxy attached. Then I'm going to show you how to make sure the proxy is actually being used. Alright, I'm going to speed up the process of the re-encoding and so on. You are not going to have to watch for all of that, and I'll see you once I'm back from that. Alright, as you might have noticed by things having gotten a bit darker, some time has passed. The proxy file has been encoded, and if you want to check if it actually worked, or what you can do is you can go to the settings here, the metadata display, and if you search for proxy here and you click on proxy, then a field will be added here, and if it says attached for the media file that you have, then basically there is a proxy in existence and attached. If you have created proxies for one project and you're in another project, I recommend don't turn on the ingest. Just go to the file here and manually attach a proxy. What you can do in the context menu, go right click on there and then you can attach a proxy there. And that will save you encoding time by reusing the proxy that you used in the previous project. So to use the proxy, I've just put the media file into the timeline. To demonstrate this quickly, there's your buttons here. If you look at those buttons, there is one with a small image and a large image and a circle here. That's this one. If you press that, it will light up blue. Once it's blue, it's using the lower resolution, the smaller file. If you do not have that button, and I believe by default it is disabled, click on the plus sign here, and you get the button editor from which you can then search for that button. It is this one here, and just drag it and drop it here. Alright, now this is how you can use this with Premiere Pro. If you now go and your render, it will still use the original source file, not the proxy, but it will use the proxy if you scrub in there, and that will be a lot faster. It will also use the proxy when you apply LUTs and so on, which will, because it has to do less, be faster. Now I hope this is helpful to you. If it was helpful, please like, subscribe. If you have questions about that, comment. If you think I made a mistake, comment too. And I hope to see you soon.